Hello, this is Mocha Product Manager Martin Brennan, and welcome to this overview of what's new in Mocha Pro 2026. This release adds some wonderful new features for refining your Roto and 3D solving work, along with the glow up and return of a classic Mocha tool. First up in Mocha Pro 2026, we have Matte Refine ML, an easy way to create soft edges on your mats. To use Matte Refine, select a layer and switch to the Matte module, then choose Refine Layer Matte. This option will automatically analyze the existing mask and look for soft edges such as hairs, fur, or anything blurry or out of focus. Matte Refine ML has two models to choose from: softer edges for fast motion and blurry shots, and sharper edges for everything else. You also have a series of post-processing options to refine the matte even further. Black Clip makes matte edges more transparent. This is useful for reducing the edge of the refinement where grey areas might be bleeding too much into the background. White Clip makes edges more opaque. This is useful for filling the inside of the refinement, where grey areas might be creating holes. Edge Grow adds more detail to sharper edges. Shrink/Grow shrinks or expands the refined matte to help control tricky borders. Blur, as you would expect, blurs the refined edge even further. And finally, Edge Only will restrict the matte to just the refined edge. Like regular layer matte clips, refined mattes will automatically generate on playback and don't need to be rendered as a separate operation. Matte Refine ML naturally pairs well with Matte Assist ML mats, making it much easier to go from object masking to matte generation to refined matte. When using the plugin version of Mocha Pro, you can also choose whether you render the original matte or the refined matte. This gives you easier control over previews and performance in your host application. To improve performance for multi-layer mattes being rendered or refined at the same time, Mocha Pro 2026 introduces Group Layer Mattes. This option allows you to combine group layers into a single matte clip. To use group mattes, add any layers you want to combine to the same group, then go to the Matte module and check Composite Layers in Group. This will immediately generate a new group matte, which can be accessed like any other matte clip. Group mattes can be refined like individual layers, which dramatically increases performance instead of refining each layer separately. You can also use group mattes in other render modules inside Mocha. For example, in the Insert module, you can choose the group matte from the masking options for more convenient control over insert clips. Continuing on the refinement theme, we've introduced Refine Solve and feature cleanup tools to the Camera Solve module. If your Camera Solve has a high error rate, you can use the Cleanup Features dialog to run through the data and remove problem areas. For example, you can clean up individual features that have very high error rates, or only contribute to a short range in the shot. Fixing features, however, is only the first step. After cleaning your data, you can then use Refine Solve to take the existing 3D scene and recalibrate it based on the new information. Because it is using existing data, Refine Solve is fast. It also means you don't have to solve from scratch and lose any ground plane changes or scene adjustments you had made previously. And we're not done refining yet. Mocha Pro 2026 reintroduces the Curve Editor for viewing and modifying your data. Viewing data now resides in the Graphs panel on the lower left of the interface. Inside, you'll be able to access both the dope sheet for manipulating keyframes in time and the Curve Editor for changing values. The Curve Editor itself has been rewritten from the ground up, replacing the old Curve Editor that was removed several versions ago. The new Curve Editor has a range of features to make it easier to view and navigate around your data. Any keyframe data is marked with a keyframe icon, so you can easily see which items have data in them. Selecting a keyframed parameter will show you the curves for that item across the entire timeline via auto zoom. But you can also choose the type of zooming from the zoom menu, either by vertical value or by horizontal timeframes, and of course by a selected set of keyframes. Keyframe size can be scaled in the view to make it easier to see the data by using the slider on the right. You can also smooth selected keyframes by right-clicking and choosing Smooth Curve to bring in line any errored values. Narrowing down data is also much easier in Mocha Pro 2026. Using the Filter drop-down, you can select just to see the parameters that have keyframes. If you check on the Selected option, you will only see data for the selected layer or group. This option will also work for selected control points in a spline, making it much quicker to access the exact keyframes you want to see. Finally, the new Curve Editor introduces the ability to see how adjusting your track changes the original data. When using the Adjust Track module, a new offset curve will appear alongside any tracking data, making it easy to see how your track is being refined. And as always, Mocha Pro 2026 has a whole bunch of new changes under the hood to keep things running smooth.
想要吗？先截图。 主页连结加 LINE 啊或 TG，私讯发你。